Protein is often called the building block of life, but once you pass 40, the rules start to change. What was once considered enough protein may no longer support your muscles, metabolism, and long-term health. Today on Longevity Compass, we're going to break down the truth about protein after 40, how much you really need, and the science-backed strategies that can help you stay strong, energized, and resilient as you age. Number 1. Why protein matters more after 40. As we age, muscle mass naturally begins to decline, a process called sarcopenia. Starting in our 40s, this loss can accelerate unless we take proactive steps. Protein isn't just for bodybuilders, it's essential for everyday strength, mobility, metabolism, and even immune function. Without enough high-quality protein, recovery slows, energy dips, and risk of chronic disease rises. Number 2. The problem with old guidelines. For decades, the official recommended dietary allowance for protein has been set at 0.8 grams per kilogram of body weight per day. But research shows this number was never meant for optimal health. It was the bare minimum to prevent deficiency. For adults over 40, newer science suggests protein needs to be higher, closer to 1.2 to 1.6 grams per kilogram per day to support muscle preservation and overall longevity. Number 3. The anabolic resistance factor. One reason protein intake must increase with age is due to something called anabolic resistance. After 40, our muscles don't respond as efficiently to protein intake compared to when we were younger. In practical terms, this means the same chicken breast that once triggered muscle repair at age 25 may not have the same effect at 45. To overcome anabolic resistance, both the quality and timing of protein become even more important. Number 4. Protein timing and distribution. Many people make the mistake of eating very little protein at breakfast and then loading it up at dinner. Studies show that spreading protein intake evenly across meals, aiming for around 25 to 40 grams per meal, is far more effective for stimulating muscle protein synthesis. For example, instead of skipping breakfast or grabbing just a piece of toast, instead, work in some eggs, Greek yogurt, or a protein smoothie in the morning can set the tone for better recovery and energy all day. Number 5. The role of leucine and essential amino acids. Not all protein is created equal. Certain amino acids are critical for muscle repair, and leucine, found in high amounts in whey protein, eggs, beef, and fish, is the most powerful trigger for muscle protein synthesis. Think of leucine as the spark that turns on the muscle-building switch. For older adults, hitting at least 2.5 to 3 grams of leucine per meal can make a dramatic difference in how effectively protein is used. Number 6. Plant versus animal protein. A common question is whether plant-based protein is enough. The truth is, it can be, but it requires careful planning. Animal proteins are complete, meaning they contain all essential amino acids. Many plant proteins are incomplete, though combining sources like beans and rice can fill the gap. For those over 40, adding high-quality plant proteins like soy, quinoa, and lentils can be part of the strategy, but supplementation with whey, casein, or even pea protein may make things easier. Number 7. Protein and weight management after 40. Protein plays a unique role in weight management. It increases satiety, helps stabilize blood sugar, and supports fat loss by preserving lean tissue. For adults over 40, diets higher in protein often lead to better long-term weight control, not because of restriction, but because protein naturally reduces cravings and helps regulate appetite hormones. Number 8. Protein and bone health. Many people worry that higher protein intake harms bones, but research shows the opposite. Protein supports bone density, particularly when combined with resistance exercise and adequate calcium and vitamin D intake. For those over 40, this combination is essential to protect against osteoporosis and fractures later in life. Number 9. The recovery and repair connection. Protein isn't just for muscles, it's needed for recovery at every level. From healing micro tears in muscle fibers to supporting collagen production in tendons and skin, protein helps maintain resilience. After 40, recovery windows are longer, and without sufficient protein, the process slows dramatically, leaving you feeling sore, tired, and more injury-prone. Number 10. How to put it all together. So how much protein do you really need after 40? The answer depends on your body weight, activity level, and goals. For most men and women, aiming for 1.2 to 1.6 grams per kilogram daily is a powerful starting point. That means a 150-pound person would benefit from 80 to 110 grams per day, while someone more active may benefit from even more. Spread this intake across 3 to 4 meals, include high leucine foods, and make adjustments based on your activity. Unique longevity insights. Here's where we go deeper than most channels. Protein intake isn't just about muscles, it affects longevity pathways. Certain amino acids like methionine can accelerate aging when consumed in excess, but moderate restriction paired with adequate overall protein appears to support both healthspan and lifespan. Collagen-rich proteins from bone broth and connective tissues provide glycine, an amino acid that balances methionine's effects and supports skin, joint, and gut health. Another overlooked insight is that protein metabolism interacts with circadian rhythms. Eating most of your protein earlier in the day may improve metabolic outcomes and help with weight control. And don't forget the synergy between protein and polyphenols. Combining protein-rich meals with high polyphenol foods like berries or olive oil reduces inflammation and improves nutrient absorption. Some final thoughts. The truth about protein after 40 is clear. You need more than the old guidelines suggest, but how you get it, and when, matters just as much as the total number. By focusing on high-quality protein, spreading it evenly through the day, and choosing nutrient-dense sources, you'll not only build and preserve muscle, but also protect your metabolism, hormones, bones, and brain. Protein is not just fuel for workouts. It's a foundation for longevity. And by getting it right, you set the stage for a healthier, stronger, and more vibrant future. Thank you for watching Longevity Compass. Be sure to share this video with someone who could benefit from understanding the real truth about protein after 40. See you in the next video.